Well, it gets you this, the Sharon Sports Miles GPS bike computer. And you don't need one. There's a whole heap of specs on this device. Features, features, features. And they all legitimately work. Ant Plus connection, the Bluetooth connection, the GPS accuracy is fantastic. The battery life is superb. Customizable layout, a lap facility, normalized power for Christ's sake. Actually, I will say the power estimation thing is hilariously bad. It's the only thing that doesn't work. I don't know why they put that feature in there. So what did I say in the very beginning here that you don't need it? Well, let me give you 3 reasons that you don't need this device. And the first is, well, you probably already have a bike computer. All the functionality in this device exists in your current bike computer. In fact, they probably exist in bike computers going at least 5 or 6 years. So this is not an upgrade for you. It's not really a solid replacement for you. The second reason here is there's no scalability on this device. They're not going to be pushing out firmware upgrades to you, increasing the connectivity of it, giving you more features, better stability. What you see is what you get with this device. Third reason you don't need this is their first go. It's a first go at a legitimate bike computer. By the time they get their head around what works and what doesn't work, and if they can keep it around this price point, the second, third, and fourth iteration of this device is going to be a bit of a game changer. The way I actually found this device was that I went looking for action cams. I wanted to be able to put like action cams on all the guys' bikes. So we had like for races, we could just put an action cam on and do that. I wanted to pay like $70 for an action cam. And I found a couple. And the footage was all trash. This footage is not trash. It just needs a little bit more stability, a little bit more support in behind it, and we are in for a really good ride with bike computers. So there we have it, one of the most confusing reviews that I've ever done. Basically, I've come out and I've said everything on this works and you shouldn't go out and buy it. I can totally see that people might view that as just me being brand snobby, saying, oh, it doesn't have a brand on it, you don't need to go out and buy it. And there's probably some truth in that. And if you're a commuter or someone like that who's just wants to bang a bike and whack a bike computer on it and be able just to keep that ticking along in the background, then sure, go out and buy that. But I'm really trying to talk to the audience, and I kind of know, I think who this audience is, and you don't need this. You already have something that does this. But like I said in that third point, let's watch this. All right.
Welcome to the most precise daily vlog out there. Sorry, mate, but cool comment. But people clearly think like there's like some sort of storyboard at home, and I'm like, today, okay, the opening shot will be this, and we'll segue into a discussion piece about what I was disappointed about was the fact no one picked up on the outrageous contradiction that was the entirety of yesterday's video. On the one hand, you had me sitting down telling you one-off efforts, don't read anything into them, blah, blah, blah.
And they fall into this trap of, what is my one-off effort power?
Having just told you that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few weeks. Just some one-offs, get a bit of an idea about where the different levels of fitness are. I didn't explain it very well. Let me clarify. Yeah, I'm out. It's all right. That was in the storyboard. What a great example of just how unorganized this whole thing is. Yep, we're out. Okay, but I don't know. We'll work it out.
I'm going to do a magic trick. Watch this. Okay. There was one 50 cent and one 10 cent.
As usual, did a terrible job trying to explain myself. So I just want to quickly clarify and separate the two out. So on the one hand, definitely stand by the fact, don't get caught up on your one effort power numbers. It's a law of diminishing returns. Save it for your Strava efforts and that kind of thing. It's not a way to grow your fitness. And that's kind of the
point that I've missed in making. So when I was referring to my own sort of training plan for the next couple of weeks and months, those one-hit wonders are not really part of a training plan. That's just me almost maintaining my fitness. Sure, I could just go and ride around and slop about with a few Ks. The next couple of weeks and months, I'm not really going to have time to do that. And this is the other thing I just wanted to sort of clarify about training as such. It requires a lot of mental preparation and mental focus. You know, to go and do 5 hard efforts takes real focus, you know? And it's not the kind of focus that I have right now. The alternative could be to maybe just do one good interval session once a week. Maybe that's another way to do it. But for me, mentally, going out and doing a bike ride where I might have an hour and a half, I'm much happier riding to, riding from, doing one effort, and that's it. Mentally, I'm kind of much happier with that. And when racing comes back online, the juices start flowing to do that again, then yeah, I'll start to get that kick to you know what, I've got to start working on that. But right now, don't have that. Don't have it.
I think it was Nick who made that comment in one of the last videos talking about how his strength fitness came back a lot quicker than his riding fitness. That's really interesting. I'm going to kind of follow that up and see how that plays out. For me, at the moment, he also was spot on. He was like, I bet you go into the gym and you try and do exactly what you were doing prior to it, and you'll pay for it. And he was dead right, and I was expecting it. In fact, I probably would have been disappointed if I wasn't in agony the next day. So anyway.
Man, this weather is legitimately mental at the moment. Like, it is Melbourne. Is this what you normally live through? Kyrie Irving update for those playing along at home. Oh, it's getting good. It's getting very good. So he's come out and said that he's not anti-vax. He's actually just going to be a voice for the voiceless. He's choosing not to take the vaccine to stand with those who are being forced to take the vaccine in their industries, at the same time being paid half his salary, which equates to around $36 million. It's all happening in US sports, but if you don't want to watch ESPN, just tune in here, because not only am I going to annoy you with smartphone content, I'm going to annoy you with American sports content. I might also annoy you with some cycling content over the weekend. Keen to get out and do some rides. Hopefully this weather turns around for us. But can I admit something with you before we go? I haven't done a bike ride over 2 hours in 15 weeks. I'm quite nervous. Those of you who don't live locally, you can probably pull me up on Strava tomorrow and see if I make it. We will see. We will see. Anyway, and ideas, questions, we'll integrate them certainly over the weekend. I'll hit Leo up with some questions as well. Hopefully we can find out what he's been up to. And I think we have a good audio system here. What do you reckon? I think this works. Okay, talk to you soon, mate.